Okay, Mayor, you can call the meeting to order.
Good afternoon and welcome to the regular meeting of the Mayor and Board of Trustees of the Village of Woodridge for Thursday, May 21st, 2020. We will call the meeting to order at 4 p.m. and ask our administrator to please call the roll.
Thank you, Mayor Cunningham. Trustee Abbott.
Present.
Trustee Krusek.
Present.
Trustee Page.
Present.
Trustee Hendricks.
Present.
Trustee Blair.
Present.
Trustee Martinez.
Present.
Madam Mayor.
Present.
A quorum has been
Quorum
established.
has been established.
Thank you very much. If you would please join us in a moment of silence and as we dedicate today's meeting to the memory of Ken Williams and J.P. Millman. Mr. Williams was a longtime businessman in the village of Woodridge, and Mr. Millman grew up in Woodridge and always shared fondest memories of living here and growing up in our community. We are thinking of them and their families and dedicating our meeting to their memory and in their honor. Followed by reciting together the Pledge of Allegiance being led by our village board.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the
to the republic
for which it
which
stands,
stands
one
one
nation,
nation
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty
liberty
and
and
justice
justice for all.
We do have a few items of recognition that I'd like to share with everyone today. First is a proclamation for the National Police Week. The Congress and President of the United States have designated May 15th as Peace Officers Memorial Day, and the week in which May 15th falls as National Police Week. Whereas the members of law enforcement agencies of the Village of Woodridge play an essential role in safeguarding the rights and freedoms of Woodridge. And it is important that all citizens know and understand the duties, responsibilities, hazards, and sacrifices of their law enforcement agency. And that members of our law enforcement agency recognize their duty to serve the people by safeguarding life and property, by protecting them against violence and disorder, and by protecting the innocent against deception and the weak against oppression. And the men and women of law enforcement agency of the Village of Woodridge unceasingly provide a vital public service. Now, therefore, I, Gina Cunningham, proud mayor of the Village of Woodridge, DuPage, Will, and Cook Counties, Illinois, do hereby proclaim the week of May 10th to May 16th, 2020 as National Police Week, and call upon the citizens of Woodridge and upon all patriotic, civic, and educational organizations to observe the week of May 10th through the 16th with appropriate ceremonies and observances in which all of our people may join in, commencing law enforcement and commemorating law enforcement officers, past and present, who by their faithful and loyal devotion to their responsibilities have rendered a dedicated service to our community, and in so doing have established for themselves an inviolable and enduring reputation for preserving the rights and security of all citizens. Thank you very much, and we will be sure to get this proclamation to Chief Cunningham and our entire police department. Next, we do have a proclamation, and it is on public safety, telecommunications, and just want to go over this proclamation with everyone as well. DuPage Public Safety Communications, known as DUCOM, plays a vital role in the protection of human life and property in our community. And whereas DUCOM has been successfully serving the public safety communications of the Village of Woodridge and our surrounding communities since 2011. While enduring long shifts and handling frequent life and death emergencies, DUCOM telecommunicators set high standards in performing their duties in a dedicated, diligent, and compassionate manner. DUCOM telecommunicators provide a critical communication link between our residents, the police, fire, and emergency medical service providers. And these individuals efficiently coordinate emergency services to ensure the health and safety of all of our residents, our visitors, and travelers in our cities, towns, and villages, as well as on our highways, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And our public safety communicators personnel serve the public daily in countless ways without due recognition by the beneficiaries of the services. Now, therefore, I, Gina Cunningham, proud mayor of the Village of Woodridge, DuPage, Will, and Cook Counties, Illinois, call upon the citizens of Woodridge and upon all patriotic, civic, and educational organizations to observe the week of April 12th through the 18th. And I'm sorry that we are a little late in getting this, but we will be sure next year to proclamate on time. But it will be noted as National Public Safety Telecommuters Week here in the Village of Woodridge, and I urge all citizens of the village to commend the devotion, contributions, and services of our DUCOM telecommunicators. Thank you. And then we also have a proclamation that District 99 brought forth to the village for our graduating class of 2020. So if I could please, we will share that proclamation with you in our e-news. But I did want to make mention that some may have driven by our congratulations graduation banner located at 75th Street and Woodridge Drive, as we as a community are so proud of all of our grads. We have invited our graduates and their families to take a picture at the banner and send it in to us here at the village, and then we are going to put a montage of photos together, and we will share that with our community. And to our graduates, please know in these very difficult times that your community, all of us in Woodridge, are so proud of you, and we wish you the very, very best. Hashtag stay strong, grads. Given that we are conducting this meeting by way of Zoom teleconference, we will now pause to acknowledge any public comments that have been received prior to the meeting and enter those into the public record. I'm going to check with our staff to see if we've received any public comments regarding any items appearing on tonight's agenda that should be read into the public record.
Mayor Cunningham, we do not.
So we have not. Thank you so much, Administrator Stonich. In addition, we will now provide members of our audience and public an opportunity to email in their comments during this portion meeting. We will pause for a minute to allow for this opportunity. Just checking, we have not received any written public comments at this time. So we will go ahead and ask if we have received any public comments related to items not on today's agenda.
Mayor Cunningham, we have not.
So we will now close the public comment portion of our agenda and move on to today's omnibus. I'd like to ask the village board, please, for a motion to approve omnibus agenda items A, B, C. Could I please have a motion to approve the omnibus items A and acceptance of B and C, please?
So moved, trustee Page.
Second, trustee Krusek.
Thank you, trustee Krusek, for the second. Is there a request for any item to be considered separately? Hearing none, I'm going to ask our village administrator to please review the omnibus for us.
Thank you, Mayor Cunningham, members of the board. Good afternoon. First item A is Resolution 2020-50. It's a resolution authorizing the village administrator to enter into an agreement with an alternate retail energy supplier for non-franchise electricity supply for the village of Woodridge. This is specifically in relation to our water and sewer pumping facilities. Item B are previous board meeting minutes for your review, and then the last item C are the accounts payable registers for May 1st, 2020, May 8th, 2020, as well as the March 2020 credit cards. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Krusek.
Aye.
Trustee Page.
Aye.
Trustee Hendricks.
Aye.
Trustee Blair.
Aye.
Trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Trustee Abbott.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Under presentation of communication and correspondence, under the mayor's reports, I do have an update for all of our residents in our community. Statewide information that we have received, and this is information from the Director of the Illinois Department of Public Health, Dr. Egize, noted that we are seeing a decrease in the number of people hospitalized and the number of people in our intensive care units, as well as the number of individuals on ventilators, all associated with the pandemic COVID-19. This has been very encouraging news for our entire state. As of yesterday, DuPage County Health Department confirmed COVID-19 cases have increased by 125 new cases compared to 139 new cases the day prior. So it's actually, they've decreased slightly, but in addition, unfortunately, there were 10 deaths reported in our county. So total, we have 6,297 cases with 324 deaths in our county. For Woodridge, as of yesterday, 179 total cases have been reported in our village. Unfortunately, a total of 3 residents have passed from the COVID-19 since the outbreak. On behalf of the village board, the village of Woodridge, and myself, we offer our most sincere condolences to the families, friends, and caregivers of all these individuals who have lost their lives. I also want to share that we just received word that as of Friday, May 22nd, CVS pharmacies with the drive-through locations will be available for a testing site. So our CVS pharmacy located at 8645 Woodward Avenue will be open for testing. These new sites will utilize self-swab tests and mark the next phase of the company's nationwide COVID-19 testing. Self-swab tests will be available to individuals meeting the CDC's prevention criteria in addition to age guidelines. Patients must register in advance at cvs.com to schedule an appointment, please. Further information can be found on CVS's website, and we hope that if you need to have this service, you will go there, but please do follow their guidelines and directions. On behalf of the Village Board, the Village of Woodridge, and myself, to all of our neighbors in Woodridge, as our state prepares to move into Phase 3 of Governor Pritzker's Restore Illinois plan, I want to take a moment to provide some updates to our community. In regards to Woodridge's response to Governor Pritzker's Restore Illinois plan, we know that the COVID-19 pandemic has been a very challenging time for many of us. And it has dramatically affected, all of us have been, by the stay-at-home orders that went into effect throughout our state in March. The COVID-19 pandemic has been unforgiving. We've all been impacted, and we thank you so much for your resilience throughout this entire time. As we know, many business owners have spent their careers nurturing their business, and they are seeing their investment and livelihood hang in the balance. For this reason, I've had many businesses in Woodridge and residents as well contacting me asking why the village isn't taking a more aggressive stance to defy Governor Pritzker's executive orders. I want to assure you that the Village Board of Trustees and I continue to advocate with the Governor's office as well as our local legislators and to share our concerns of all of us, our residents, and our businesses. One important way in which we lobby Springfield is through our municipal councils of government, which help amplify our voice in both the executive and legislative branches of our state government. Just recently, the Illinois Municipal League, the DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference, and the Will County Governmental League, all of which Woodridge is an active member, have been strongly advocating with our governor to reconsider the boundaries of the health regions within Northeast Illinois. Our position is that DuPage County health metrics should not be blended with a more densely populated health region that includes the city of Chicago. By placing DuPage County in a different health region that is more reflective of our county's population density, our district subregions would be able to move more quickly and transition through the next phase of the Restore Illinois plan, so long as our health data was meeting the necessary benchmarks as set forth by the governor's plan. Our message to the governor to date has not been one of threatening open defiance, but rather our message has expressed a strong desire to develop a safe but realistic plan that reopens our local economy sooner. Our advocacy position is premised on the benefit that our residents and business owners want to do the right thing, to open responsibly and safely so that we can sustain our local businesses through these very challenging economic times that have resulted from the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm very pleased to report that earlier this week, Governor Pritzker announced that our state is on track to officially transition to Phase 3 of the Restore Illinois Plan effective May 29th. In anticipation of that announcement, I've been receiving numerous calls and emails from businesses seeking guidance on what requirements or safety protocols they should consider in putting into place so they are able to open. For businesses looking for guidance and advice, I'm pleased to report that the village has established a dedicated web page that seeks to consolidate various public health resources specific to our business community. The U.S. Center for Disease Control, or CDC, and the DuPage County Health Department, along with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, has provided helpful guidance and reference materials that will help our business owners develop their own reopening plan. Also, please keep in mind that many industries have their own trade associations that have been working closely with state and local health officials throughout the COVID-19 pandemic on developing their own industry-specific safety guidelines and best practices for our eventual reopening. If you haven't done so already, I would encourage you to also consult your state or national trade association for additional guidance. Also, DuPage communities have partnered with DuPage County Health Department and Choose DuPage in order to develop industry-specific reopening guidelines. This Open DuPage plan will serve as another helpful resource for our businesses. On that note, the village is also working on developing our phased reopening of our village hall. We have truly appreciated the flexible and adaptability of our residents and businesses over the last 2.5 months. I'm proud that the village has been able to provide many of our services, such as permitting, utility bills, code complaints, inquiries, and just questions needing some help and direction. We have remotely via phone, email, and the web, and all has been working well. We are transitioning into Phase 3. We recognize that many members of the public may still be uncomfortable with entering public buildings. For this reason, the village continues to encourage our residents and businesses to conduct village business via phone, email, or over the web. Effective June 1st, we will begin the process of gradually opening the village hall to our public. For those who are unable to complete their village business transaction over the phone, under Phase 3, the Governor's Restore Illinois Plan, the village will be working quickly and will be right here for you to help support you. Also, in the Phase 3 of the Governor's Restore Illinois Plan, we are working to support our local restaurants and pubs on developing safe outdoor dining spaces for everyone to enjoy. There'll be more to come on that. On behalf of the Village Board, the Village of Woodridge, and myself, I want to thank all of you, our Woodridge neighbors and businesses, for all your support, community spirit, patience, and kindness as we have navigated together through these very challenging times. Please let us all continue to do our part and follow the public health safety and public health guidelines, including wearing a mask or facial covering in public, so that we can together begin the reopening of our community in a safe and responsible manner. Hashtag Woodridge Together. Administrator Stonich, that is my report, and your report, please.
Thank you, Mayor Cunningham. The first item this afternoon is item A, Resolution 2020-51. It's a resolution authorizing the village administrator to enter into an agreement with an alternate retail energy supplier for non-franchised electricity supply for the village of Woodridge. This is specifically for the village's streetlight network.
Thank you so much. If I could please have a motion to approve Resolution 2020-51.
So moved, trustee Blair.
Trustee Blair, a second, please.
Second, trustee Martinez.
Thank you, trustee Martinez. Any discussion on this item? Hearing none, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Hendricks,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Abbott,
Aye.
trustee Krusek.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Next, item B is Resolution 2020-52. It's a resolution authorizing the village of Woodridge to enter into an employment law services memorandum of agreement with Lehner Mutual Ltd. This is for a contract through December 31st, 2021, and again, it's for labor and employment legal services.
If I could please have a motion to approve Resolution 2020-52.
So moved, trustee Hendricks.
Thank you, trustee Hendricks. A second, please.
Second, trustee Krusek.
Thank you, trustee Krusek. Any discussion on this item? Hearing none, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Hendricks,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Abbott,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Next, item C is Resolution 2020-53. It's a resolution authorizing the execution of a certain ground and tower lease agreement between the Village of Woodridge and Chicago SMSA Limited Partnership, doing business as Verizon Wireless. This is for the water tower cellular antenna and ground space at 2800 Woodridge Drive.
If I could please have a motion to approve Resolution 2020-53.
So moved, trustee Page.
Thank you, trustee Page. And a second, please.
Second, trustee Krusek.
Thank you, trustee Krusek. Any discussion on this item? Hearing none, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Abbott,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Hendricks.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Next, item D is an ordinance 2020-17 is an ordinance granting a special use permit for a drive-through facility, the amended final plan and plat of planned unit development, and granting other relief. This is for Woodgrove Festival Lot 4, Starbucks, North American Real Estate at 1001 West 75th Street.
If I could please have a motion to approve ordinance 2020-17.
So moved, Martinez.
Thank you, trustee Martinez. And a second, please.
Second, trustee Blair.
Thank you, trustee Blair. Any discussion on this item?
Madam Mayor, trustee Krusek.
Yes.
Just one quick question. Where did the monument sign end up?
Trustee Krusek, this is Director Porter. So there was robust conversation at the Plan Commission level with respect to that monument sign. That monument sign has now been moved to where the existing leasing sign is along Lamont Road. It will be an 8-foot monument sign. A rendering of that is included in this presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure because it was hard for me to tell when I was looking at it. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Thank you so much. Hearing no one, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Abbott,
Aye.
Trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Hendricks,
Aye.
trustee Blair.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Next item E is ordinance 2020-18. It's an ordinance granting a special use permit for a health club and athletic club, also known as Club Pilates. This is at 1001 Street at Unit 113A, also in the Woodgrove Shopping Festival Center.
If I could please ask for a motion to approve ordinance 2020-18.
So moved. Trustee Hendricks?
Thank you very much, trustee Hendricks. A second, please.
Second, trustee Krusek.
Thank you, trustee Krusek. Any discussion on this item? If our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Abbott,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Hendricks,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Martinez.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Next, item F is Resolution 2020-54. It's a resolution seeking consideration of a localized county approach to reopen businesses and resume civic activity. This is a resolution requesting the governor to consider a more specific localized county approach to reopening the state. This would allow each area to address the needs of their residents and businesses directly, consistent with the request of the Illinois Municipal League, the Will County Governmental League, as well as DuPage Mayors and Managers Conference.
If I could please ask for a motion to approve Resolution 2020-54.
So moved, trustee Blair.
Thank you, trustee Blair. And a second, please.
Second, trustee Krusek.
Thank you, trustee Krusek. Any discussion on this item? Hearing none, if I could please ask our clerk to call the roll.
Trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Hendricks,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Abbott.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Next, item G is Resolution 2020-55. It's a resolution extending the March 17, 2020 emergency proclamation through June 19, 2020. This emergency proclamation establishes the legal authority for prompt resolution, mobilization, establishes the processes required for any possible federal, state disaster relief funds for our community.
If I could please ask for a motion to approve Resolution 2020-55.
So moved. Trustee Hendricks?
Thank you, trustee Hendricks. And a second, please.
Second, trustee Martinez.
Thank you very much, trustee Martinez. Any discussion on this item? Hearing none, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Page,
Aye.
trustee Hendricks,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Abbott,
Aye.
trustee Krusek.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Last item this afternoon is item H, Resolution 2020-56. It's a resolution ratifying certain emergency actions taken under the March 17, 2020 proclamation of emergency.
If I could please have a motion to approve Resolution 2020-56.
So moved, trustee Krusek.
Thank you, trustee Krusek. And a second, please.
Second, trustee
Page.
Abbott.
Thank you very much, trustee Abbott and trustee Page, but I'll recognize trustee Abbott. Any discussion on this item, please? Hearing none, if our clerk would please call the roll.
Trustee Hendricks,
Aye.
trustee Blair,
Aye.
trustee Martinez,
Aye.
trustee Abbott,
Aye.
trustee Krusek,
Aye.
trustee Page.
Aye.
Motion's approved.
Thank you very much. With no further business to discuss, we do have the need to adjourn into executive session for the purpose of discussing the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of a specific employees of the public body or legal counsel for the public body. collective negotiating matters between the public body and its employees on or their representatives, or deliberations concerning salary schedules for one or more class of employees. And before we do adjourn, I do want to just wish everyone a very good Memorial Day weekend, as Monday is Memorial Day. Please consider visiting our VFW Post 1578's website and virtually join and view their special Memorial Day Remembrance Program, which will take place on Monday. We truly and sincerely thank our veterans for their service and our outstanding VFW Post for their dedication, excellent works, and incredible community spirit. They truly are our heroes. On Monday, together, we remember all those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom and for our country. And please join with me in keeping all those who serve and their families in our thoughts and prayers. Lastly, we would like to thank all of you, our community, our wonderful community of Woodridge. Please stay safe and stay connected. Now I would like to ask the village board for a motion to adjourn into executive session.
So moved, trustee Blair.
Thank you, trustee Blair. And a second, please.
Second, trustee Hendricks.
Thank you very much, trustee Hendricks. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? It is 4:38 and our regular meeting is now adjourned. Thank you so much.